Part 1. Sunshine Vitamin for Stronger Legs, Vitamin D. Have you ever wondered why climbing stairs feels harder than it used to? Or why your legs sometimes feel unsteady even when you're just standing still? You're not alone, and believe it or not, one of the most powerful answers might lie in something as simple as vitamin D. Picture this: waking up in the morning, swinging your legs out of bed, and feeling steady, energized, and confident with every step. No more worrying about balance. No more nagging muscle cramps or that weak feeling that makes daily movements a struggle. That freedom, that mobility, can start with getting enough of one key nutrient, vitamin D. Why vitamin D matters more than you think. Most people associate vitamin D with bone health. And yes, it plays a critical role in calcium absorption, but its impact goes far deeper, especially when it comes to keeping your legs strong, stable, and responsive. As we age, our ability to produce vitamin D naturally from sunlight decreases, especially for those who spend less time outdoors or live in cooler, less sunny climates. Here's the truth. Low vitamin D levels are directly linked to muscle weakness, slower reaction times, and an increased risk of falls. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with healthy vitamin D levels had significantly better balance, stronger muscle fibers, and a lower risk of injury. But what's really happening under the surface? Vitamin D supports neuromuscular communication, essentially, how well your brain talks to your muscles. Think of it like Wi-Fi for your legs. If the signal is strong, your body responds quickly. If it's weak, your muscles lag, making you more prone to stumbling and strain. Without enough vitamin D, even well-trained muscles can underperform, leading to stiffness, instability, and even chronic leg pain. The real consequences and the real solution. Ignoring a vitamin D deficiency can lead to more than just weaker legs. It can contribute to osteoporosis, fractures, cognitive decline, and even heart problems. The good news? You can fix it, and it's easier than you think. Here are 3 effective ways to boost your vitamin D. Sun exposure. Just 15 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight a few times a week, especially on your arms and legs, can help your body produce vitamin D naturally. Aim for morning or late afternoon to avoid the harshest rays. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, mushrooms, and fortified dairy products are excellent sources. Try adding them to your weekly meals. Consider supplements, especially if you're over 60 or don't get much sun exposure. Doctors often recommend 800 to 1,000 IU daily. But for those with deficiencies, higher doses under medical supervision can be life-changing. A personal perspective. When my father turned 70, he started getting frequent leg cramps at night and felt unsteady walking down his driveway. We thought it was just aging until a blood test revealed dangerously low vitamin D levels. Within weeks of adjusting his diet and adding supplements, his energy returned, the cramps disappeared, and best of all, his confidence came back. That's the real point of this article. Confidence, mobility, independence. Vitamin D isn't just a supplement. It's a key to staying active, engaged, and vibrant as you age. So ask yourself, when was the last time you checked your vitamin D levels? Part 2. The silent hero of strength, calcium. Let's talk about something we've all heard of, calcium. For most of us, it's synonymous with strong bones. But its role in keeping your legs powerful, steady, and pain-free goes far beyond that. As we age, our bones naturally lose density. This isn't just about getting shorter or developing a hunched posture. It's about fragility. A simple misstep can lead to a hip fracture or months of recovery. In fact, leg fractures, like those in femur or hip, are among the most serious injuries later in life. And without enough calcium, your bones become even more vulnerable. But here's where most people miss the mark. Calcium isn't just about bones. It's critical for muscle function too. Ever felt a sudden, painful leg cramp at night? Or notice your legs just feel sluggish? That could be a sign of low calcium. Powering your body the right way. So, how do you get enough calcium and ensure your body actually uses it? Dairy products, milk, yogurt, and cheese are classic sources, but fortified plant-based milks work too. Supplements, if needed. Doctors often recommend 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams daily for adults, but more isn't always better. Too much calcium from supplements can cause issues, so consult a professional. Weight-bearing exercise, walking, strength training, or even dancing helps your body use calcium to build stronger bones. A life-changing outcome. Here's a truth I've learned from watching countless people regain their strength. Calcium is a foundation for resilience. I remember a woman who, after a fall left her shaken, started adding leafy greens, fortified oat milk, and light strength training to her routine. Within months, her doctor noted improved bone density, but more importantly, she felt unstoppable again. So don't wait for a warning sign. Don't wait for a stumble, fracture, or pain. Act now. Your legs, balance, and future depend on it. Part 3. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector your legs desperately need. Let me paint you a picture. You're walking across the room, maybe heading to the kitchen or mailbox, but something feels off. Your legs feel unusually heavy, like you're dragging weights. There's a strange tingling in your feet, or maybe you're struggling to stay balanced. If any of this sounds familiar, it might not just be fatigue. Your body could be quietly begging for vitamin B12. What is it? Vitamin B12 isn't just another nutrient on a long list. It's critical for how your body moves, balances, and feels. It protects and maintains your nerves, especially those that carry messages from your brain to your muscles. Think of it like this. If your brain is a control center, your nerves are the wiring. Without enough B12, those wires start to fray. Signals weaken. Muscles don't respond properly. That's why low B12 can lead to heaviness, tingling, or even balance issues. The hidden problem. Here's the kicker. B12 deficiency is surprisingly common, especially as we age. Your body's ability to absorb B12 from food decreases, particularly if you're over 50, vegetarian, or have digestive issues. And the scary part? Most people don't realize they're deficient until symptoms become serious. What happens if you ignore it? Unaddressed B12 deficiency can lead to permanent nerve damage, anemia, and even mobility issues. But the good news? B12 is one of the easiest and safest vitamins to supplement. I once met a former marathon runner in his 60s who suddenly couldn't walk around a block without stopping. He thought he was just out of shape. Turns out his B12 levels were dangerously low. 3 months of proper supplementation later, he wasn't running marathons anymore, but he was walking confidently and his cramps were gone. How to get enough vitamin B12. Here's what you can do starting today. Add B12. Rich foods. Eggs, meat, fish, and fortified cereals are great sources. Supplement if needed. Many adults benefit from a daily B12 supplement, especially if absorption is an issue. Check your levels. A simple blood test can reveal if you're deficient. Final thoughts. Here's the truth most people miss. Your legs don't just rely on muscles, they rely on messages. Without enough B12, those messages get scrambled. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you're feeling unsteady, imbalanced, or unusually fatigued, don't just chalk it up to aging. Ask your body what it's missing, because when you give the right support, you might be amazed at how strong it still is. Part 4. Magnesium, the unsung hero for relaxed muscles. Let me ask you a simple but critical question. Have you ever been jolted awake by a sudden, painful leg cramp, often in the middle of the night? If you're nodding, there's a good chance your body is low on magnesium, and it's trying to tell you something. Why magnesium matters. Magnesium isn't just another mineral on your multivitamin label. It's a critical nutrient for muscle control and energy. Every movement, whether you're walking, standing up, or just stretching your toes, relies on magnesium. It regulates how your muscles contract and relax, how they recover, and how much energy they produce. When magnesium levels are too low, muscles can spasm, cramp, or feel weak. You might even experience restless legs at night, that creepy crawly feeling that keeps you awake. These symptoms are incredibly common, especially in adults over 40, but they're often overlooked. Surprising causes of magnesium deficiency. Here's what many don't realize. Your body can lose magnesium through stress, excessive sweating, or even certain medications. I met a woman in her 60s who avoided hiking because her legs felt stiff and sore, even after short walks. A magnesium boost changed everything for her. How to get magnesium right. Eat magnesium-rich foods. Think nuts, seeds, leafy greens, whole grains, and dark chocolate. Consider supplements. Opt for magnesium citrate or glycinate, which are easier to absorb and gentler on your stomach. Move your body. Light exercise like walking, stretching, or yoga not only improves muscle health, but helps your body use magnesium efficiently. Calm muscles, confident movement. Here's the key takeaway. Muscle strength isn't just about power. It's about flow and control. Magnesium gives your body that control. So if you're struggling with stiffness, cramps, or sleeplessness, don't ignore it. Listen to what your legs are trying to tell you. Because when you restore your magnesium levels, your body starts moving with ease, energy, and confidence, just as it should. Part 5. Potassium. The key to toned, strong, smooth legs. Let's start with something familiar. Have you ever felt a muscle cramp so intense it stops you in your tracks? If this happens more often than you'd like, it could be a sign your body is low on a critical nutrient, potassium. Why potassium? Potassium isn't just found in bananas. It's a vital electrolyte that keeps your muscles functioning smoothly. It regulates fluid balance inside and outside your muscle cells and supports nerve signals, ensuring your brain and muscles communicate effectively. When potassium levels drop, that communication breaks down. That's when cramps, tremors, or leg weakness can creep in. And for older adults, that kind of instability isn't just inconvenient, it can be dangerous. The added benefits of potassium. What many don't know is that potassium also protects bone health. It reduces acid buildup in the body, which helps preserve bone density and prevent fractures in your legs, hips, and spine. So while potassium is often praised for preventing cramps, it's equally critical for keeping your bones strong. How to get enough potassium. Eat potassium-rich foods. Bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, and beans are excellent sources. Watch for signs. Muscle cramps, fatigue, or irregular heartbeats could signal low potassium. Supplement cautiously. Aim for 2,600 to 3,400 milligrams daily through food, but consult a doctor before taking supplements, as too much potassium can be harmful. Smooth movement. Here's the bottom line. Your legs need potassium to stay strong, stable, and cramp-free. If you're waking up with cramps, struggling with balance, or feeling leg fatigue too soon, don't ignore it. Listen. Give your body the potassium it needs. Because strong legs don't just lift heavy things. They carry you through life with confidence and ease. Part 6. Vitamin K, the silent navigator. Let's be honest. When most people think about building strong bones, they think of calcium and maybe vitamin D. Those are crucial, but there's another nutrient that plays a vital role in keeping your legs strong, your bones resilient, and your movement joyful. That's vitamin K, a wildly underrated vitamin you might not be getting enough of. What does vitamin K actually do? Think of vitamin K as a traffic controller. Its job is to guide calcium to your bones, making your skeleton stronger and keeping calcium away from places it doesn't belong, like your arteries or soft tissues. Without enough vitamin K, your body might absorb calcium but not use it properly. That can lead to calcium buildup in unwanted places, causing stiff joints, reduced blood flow, and even an increased risk of heart disease. But with enough vitamin K, your bones lock in calcium like concrete, strengthening your legs, hips, and spine. Joint health, mobility, and muscle support. Vitamin K doesn't stop at bone health. It reduces inflammation, making it a quiet but powerful ally in managing conditions like arthritis or stiff knees. And here's the surprising part. Vitamin K supports muscle function and balance. It regulates calcium levels inside muscle cells, improving coordination and reducing the risk of missteps or falls. So whether you're standing up from a chair, walking on uneven ground, or dancing with your grandkids, vitamin K has your back. Best sources of vitamin K. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard, chard, and Brussels sprouts are packed with vitamin K1, great for bone support. Fermented and animal-based foods. For vitamin K2, which lingers longer in the body and directs calcium to bones more effectively. Look to natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheese, egg yolks, and organ meats like liver. Supplements if needed. If your diet lacks vitamin K, talk to your doctor about supplementation. A small nutrient with a big impact. Here's what most people don't realize. You can take all the calcium and vitamin D in the world, but without vitamin K, it might not work as well. Vitamin K ensures calcium goes to your bones, not your arteries. So if you're doing everything right but still struggling with joint pain, stiffness, or weak legs, maybe it's time to ask, am I low on vitamin K? Because sometimes the most powerful nutrients are the ones working quietly in the background, keeping you strong and resilient. Part 7. Vitamin B6, the nerve fuel your legs need. Let me ask you something important. Are your legs feeling heavy, tingly, or unsteady? These signs might not just be fatigue or age. They could be your body signaling a need for vitamin B6, a critical nutrient for nerve health and muscle response. Why your legs need vitamin B6? Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is essential for maintaining a healthy nervous system and quick reflexes. It helps your body produce neurotransmitters, chemical messengers that carry signals from your brain to your muscles. When you're low on B6, those signals can weaken or get disrupted. That's when your muscles might not respond properly, making you feel sluggish, imbalanced, or unsteady. Even if your muscles are strong, they can't perform well without proper nerve support. And that communication depends on having enough B6. B6 and muscle recovery. Vitamin B6 also plays a key role in helping your body process protein, the building block for muscle repair and growth. Without enough B6, your muscles can't recover efficiently. Plus, B6 helps regulate inflammation, reducing discomfort in your legs and joints, especially if you deal with conditions like arthritis. Signs you might be low on B6. Tingling or numbness in your legs or feet, muscle fatigue or heaviness, even with light activity, slower reflexes, increased soreness after movement, feeling unsteady or off balance. These symptoms often develop gradually and are frequently mistaken for normal aging, but in many cases, they're early warning signs of a fixable B6 deficiency. How to get enough B6. Eat B6. Rich foods include chicken, turkey, tuna, salmon, bananas, potatoes, and chickpeas in your diet. Supplement if needed. The recommended daily amount is about 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men over 50. Talk to your doctor if your diet is limited or absorption is an issue. Don't overdo it. While B6 is water-soluble and generally safe, extremely high doses over time can cause nerve issues. Don't let it slide. Here's the most important thing. Your muscles are only as strong as the nerves controlling them. Vitamin B6 ensures those nerves fire properly. So if you're feeling unsteady, if your legs tire too quickly, or your steps aren't as sure as they used to be, listen to your body. It might not be just aging. It might be time to fuel your nerves with B6. Because when your nerves are strong, your legs will follow. And when your legs are steady, you'll move through life with confidence. Final thoughts. Your legs, your freedom. Take a moment to reflect. In the last few minutes, we've covered 7 powerful nutrients that can transform your legs, not just in strength, but in balance, energy, and long-term independence. We've talked about vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin for stronger muscles. Calcium, the foundation of bone strength. Vitamin B12, the lifeline for your nervous system. Magnesium, the muscle relaxer and sleep supporter. Potassium, the stabilizing electrolyte. Vitamin K, the navigator that puts calcium where it belongs. Vitamin B6, the bridge between your brain and muscles. Each of these nutrients plays a unique role in building a strong, stable, responsive lower body, the kind that lets you walk freely, move confidently, and live joyfully. So what now? You might be asking, what do I do next? The answer is simple. Start small. Start smart. Start today. Look at your diet. Can you add leafy greens, salmon, bananas, sweet potatoes, or eggs to your meals this week? Check your habits. Are you getting sunlight? Moving your body? Staying hydrated? Talk to your doctor. Ask about blood tests to check for deficiencies. It's a simple step that can lead to life-changing improvements. Consider quality supplements, not as a replacement for food, but as a boost when needed. Remember this? Your legs aren't just limbs, they're your liberation. They carry you to the people you love, the places you dream of visiting, and the life you want to keep living. Independent, active, and joyful. So whether you're 35 or 65, whether you feel great or are struggling with stiffness, it's never too late to give your legs what they need most. You deserve to walk with confidence. You deserve to stand tall. You deserve to live fully. And it all starts with a foundation. Take care of your legs, and they'll take you everywhere.